Hello everyone and welcome. I am Quietly. Today we're going to be starting off the Thaumaturge storyline. We're only going to be doing a couple of these quests because I have somewhere to be in about an hour and a half, so we're not going to go very long. We're just going to get it started and do some of the early quest lines, talk to the guild receptionist, things like that. So yeah, this is Thaumaturge, and it eventually goes into Black Mage, I believe. So let's go ahead and get going. Welcome to the Thaumaturge's guild. It is fate that has guided your steps here, friend. Within these hollowed halls, the art of devastation are taught. Primal magics with which to bring about an enemy's ruin. If you would join our ranks and wield the power of the Thaumaturgy, I urge you to seize this moment and confide in me your arcane ambitions. Yes, I would like to join. Yes, there truly was no other answer, was there? Lean closer now, and I shall whisper to you of the Thaumaturgy's beginnings. The nation of Uldal inherited its traditions from the ancient Belhaldea, a city founded by the descendants of the first mage. The secrets of these illustrious sorcerers were ultimately entrusted to the priests of the Order of the Naldthal, who have passed them down from generation to generation ever since. Focused and refined over centuries of use in the Order's funeral rites, the arcane magics of our ancestors eventually emerged as the art we now know as Thaumaturgy. A freezing blizzard to halt corruption, a raging fire to cleanse the corpse, a bolt of lightning to expel the sins of mortal life, the dwellers employed in the preparation for the dead are equally officious when applied to the living. Thus does our guild thrive in the depths of Azaneth Ossuary, a sanctuary devote to Thal, the divine arbiter of the afterlife. What to say you then, adventurer? If you would plumb the abysmal depths of Thaumaturgy, let our learned sages guide your descent. But before you leap into darkness, you must prove to our guild masters that you are worthy of the spiritual fortitude necessary to look upon that which awaits therein. When you are ready to submit to the judgment of our most eminent mages, say the word. I am ready. Well, adventurer, will you join our guild, or do you presume to ignore the urging of impatient destiny? A wise decision indeed. To prepare for your initiation, I would have you study the volumes of fundamental thaumaturgical principle, all 108 of them. 108 volumes? Or at least I would if such requirements had not been abolished. Too great a deterrent for fresh novices, they said. I suppose you shall just have to settle for calling upon the collective wisdom of our guild's masters. We have 5, you see, all brothers of the same house. Though they all wield supreme authority, it is the eldest who provides a singular voice for the guild when one is required. Master Kokobigo, I believe. Kokobigo. Kokobuki, Bezzy, Kokobani, Kokobuha. You can tell they're brothers. Who? What? Oh, Thal's teeth, miss. Did your mother never tell you not to startle a Thaumaturge? Look at that excellent face, Kokoboyo. Igo. This lady is obviously a new applicant for the guild seeking audience with our eldest brother. Oh, Palate Yayak. She can recite the 307 verses of the funerary rites for the virtuous fallen, but the simple task of keeping our names straight seems ever beyond her grasp. Well, I for one find the constant confusion endlessly entertaining. My apologies, my dear. My merriment was not meant to mock your mistake. It is our sibling Kokobuki with whom you should speak. What's this? What's this? Thal has led to us a new aspirant? Aha, Kokobuki. Were you here the entire time? Greetings, child. I'm Kokobuki, the eldest, and I would venture to say the wisest of the 5 masters of Thaumaturge's guild. It is my solemn duty to furnish our would-be initiates with a succinct understanding of our beloved art. Thus, I would have your fullest attention. To wield thaumaturgy is to unleash devastation of the highest magnitude. The lethal force of our spells far exceeds the destructive capabilities of any other form of arcane manipulation. Fire, lightning, blizzard, Solomons. The thaumaturge calls upon all expansive arsenals of oppressive incantations to incapacitate and obliterate all manner of adversaries. Open your mind to our sorceress teachings, and you too shall soon hold the unparalleled power of our discipline in the palm of your hand. Of course, such power has a price. You must be willing to plunge headfirst into the forbidding chasms of thaumaturgy's secrets. For advancement in this art come only with the completion of deadly and terrible trials. I ask you now, aspirant, are you prepared to leap into the abyss in pursuit of power unrivaled? Yeah, I'm pretty ready. Confident response. Your name, if you will. Very well, quietly. Let us mark your initiation with 3 eminently practical gifts. My first gift to you is an addition to your hunting log, the name of such enemies that will prove suitable to your training as a thaumaturge. The second and third gifts are this scepter and shield, instruments you shall need to focus the destructive force of your will. Did you believe your initiation over? My dear disciple, we have only just begun. Take your new weapon in hand, and I shall set you forth upon your first trial. Nice. I'm ready. Are you ready? Thaumaturge unlocked. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Guildmaster Kokobuki wishes to test the limits of your thaumaturgical aptitude. The scepter well complements the avid desire for destructive power written upon your features. Now, we shall complete your initiation with a trial to test the limits of your aptitude for channeling thaumaturgy. Huge hornets, star mammoths, and snap shrews inhabit this land in abundance. Exercise your sorceress might and slay 3 of each of these creatures before returning to my side. My first scepter. I don't know what this means. You have the satisfied look of a mage who has utterly vanquished her foes quietly. I formally welcome you into the Brotherhood of the Thaumaturges. The purpose of this trial was to gauge your capacity for wielding thaumaturgy and initiate innate quality the limits of which are bound by the level of etheric energy flowing through your physical being. Ether, the very stuff of life, exists within all living creatures to a greater or lesser extent. Remember this, for it is the most basic law of arcane manipulation. As your experience grows, so shall your reserves of thaumaturgical endurance. The wellspring of your magical might will also swell in response to moments of extreme terror and duress. When you find yourself seeking greater challenge, then next time you crave the thrill of exquisite fear, that is when you shall know the time has come for you to visit me once more. Next Thaumaturge quest will be available from Kokobuki upon reaching level 5. Okay. Oh. Well, I was gonna end it here, but now I can't, because we reached level 5. Your power strains against the confines of your untired mortal shell. Another trial you must have. From this day forth, your tasks and challenges will be shaped by the teachings found within Thaumaturge, the Yawning Abyss, a tome penned by the renowned Thaumaturge Zozomaya. My brothers, who have not once tasted the bitter draught of defeat, will instruct you on the vital lessons to be gleaned from the 4 extensive chapters that comprise this exemplary work. Much shall you learn about the threats with which a practitioner of our art must contend. The first chapter, A Threat of Intimacy, falls within Coco Baigo's purview. It is only fit that one so averse in being approached should teach you the wisdom of to be covered therein. Arg! Yes, quietly. I've been expecting you. Allow me to read the pertinent passages from the opening chapter of Zozomaya's Guide. Ahem. A threat to intimacy. Oh, how magnificent the potent power we wield. Roaming flames, piercing ice. The shocking bolts are matched not by fist or sword or spear, but the burly warrior waxes fearsome with every closing step. Fists shatter bones, blades slice through flesh, spear punctures soft bellies. Know you this threat, and stand you apart from such men. Shiver, ugh, the last part makes me queasy no matter how oft I recite it. The lesson, however, should be obvious. Keep your distance from your foes. Apart from the agony of being hit or stabbed, or worse, you'll have a devil of a time completing an incantation with an enemy flailing his weapons at your person. Thus the wise Thaumaturge always strikes from afar. The farther the better. Now, let us proceed with your trial. Take this dried fish and set it down in the vicinity of the silver bazaar. Next, simply draw back to a comfortable distance and wait for a vulture to swoop in to feed. That's when you ambush the nasty creature with a barrage of deadly spells. Once you have slain the scavenger, be sure to retrieve a generous slice of vulture meat for Farfarfono. He doesn't mind us conducting trials so close to his shop, so long as he's properly compensated. Yes, quietly, we pay him in sorcery blasted bird flesh. I mean, who am I to judge? That's what he likes. That's what he likes, you know? Bafafarno. There's no R in that. Bafafarno. Hi. You've done making use of your testing grounds, are you? Cough up the fee then. Here you go. Here's your vulture's meat. There's nothing so tender as a bit of meat pummeled with wanton wizardry. Nice doing business with you, Thaumaturge. Did you say Thaumaturge? Has this mage just completed a guild trial? Ah, Master Alchemist. What brings you to our bazaar this fine morning? The lady here just slew herself a plump vulture. You'd be surprised at how many of these scepter-wielding sorcerers end up sliced to ribbons by beak and talon, and that's not the sort of flesh I've a taste for, you understand. My brothers, not again. Yeah, welcome back, Quietly. You seem to have done well. Both eyes intact, face appears unshredded. Truly is the most terrible feeling of having one's casting interrupted by heron injury. Humph. It's one of the easiest trials if you ask me. Keep well away from pointy, slashy, bashy things if you want to reach the end of the arcane utterance. That's just common sense. Fortune favors the fighter who flings fire from afar. I simply love the look of loathing leveled at me by the distant duelist, distressed by my deadly downpour. Say that 5 times fast. Cringe. We Thaumaturges excel at offense, but fail miserably at defense. Our most effective strategy is to topple our adversaries with overwhelming force before they have a chance to respond. Honor is for knights and dead mages. Quietly, your studies appear to be progressing nicely. It won't be long before you dominate the battlefield as an avatar of sorceress destruction. Oh? So it's true, Buki. Don't try and hide from me, Boigoa, or Bani, or Benzi, or Boha. Kokobusi? What are you doing here? You promised you would teach me next. Well, yes, of course we did, Boosie, but Quietly here was most insistent. And once again you brushed me aside in the hope that I abandoned my heart's desires. Why do you deny me? I hate all of you. Oh. Please, Boosie, you shouldn't say such hurtful things. You know how delicate Baigo is. That was Kokobusi, our youngest brother. He so dearly wishes to become a Thaumaturge like the rest of us, but it simply isn't possible. The poor boy's etheric levels are pitifully low. We thought we had convinced him to accept fate's cruel quirks when he entered the Alchemist's Guild, but he yet yearns to walk the path of Thaumaturgy. Such is Kokobusi's determination that he spends all of his waking moments experimenting with alchemic concoctions, seeking a method by which he can expand his capacity for arcane manipulation. Well, this is obviously not your concern. Back to the abyss with you, young Thaumaturge, and I mean that in the most encouraging manner possible. Aw, poor guy. Alright, that, guys, is it for this episode of the the brews of Final Fantasy Realm Reborn. Yeah, this is Thaumaturge. This is Thaumaturge. I'm excited. I have no idea what I'm doing with this, but it's going to be good. It's going to be fantastic. So we're going to continue with our playthrough next time. I don't know how it's going to end up turning out. Thaumaturge is one of the ones that I started leveling with my first playthrough, but I never actually got very far into because I ended up quitting the game. So yeah, this is gonna be, it's gonna be interesting. So I'm looking forward to it. If you're enjoying the playthroughs, check out the other ones. I've done a good chunk of the Realm Reborn jobs and classes at this point. And depending on when you're watching, I could be done with all of them, who knows. And then I'm gonna have a review up of Realm Reborn, and I'm gonna have summaries up on my other channel, so yeah, take a peek. But anyway, with that, I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you for coming. Check out my YouTube, sub, like, comment below if you think that I'm going to enjoy the Thaumaturge story. If you enjoyed the Thaumaturge story, if you enjoyed one of the other stories better, you know the drill. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Bye!